That sorted that out. So the Spin Twins, who have done so much damage to England when it was their turn to bat, have now done the job with the bat. Shane Warne takes a big deep breath there, knowing that the game is saved, lest they were to run themselves out off a no ball, which is unlikely to happen, and the Ashes stay with Australia. And just to celebrate, why not build up the average a little?
He's had a bit of a trot with the bat recently, Shane Warne. There are two good shots there. And there's a big crowd that stayed here at the SCG. There's still 15,000 people in the ground watching in very murky light as Australia have saved this game with so far 3 wickets in hand.
Gooch is just going to have a word to the umpire, getting the rag. Having been hit for 2 fours, knowing that doesn't matter now. Does he get his own back by giving him a bouncer? And straight to Devon and on the deck. So that's a rather appropriate way for England to finish. In the end, you would have to say it was their fielding that has cost them the opportunity to win this match. A match that they dominated at times. But in the end, if you can't take your catches, you're always going to struggle to win cricket matches. So the Ashes retained by Australia. 50-run partnership between Warne and May. So Australia have retained the Ashes that they've held since 1989.
And those two players can be very proud of the job they've done out there. It's one thing to do it with the art you know so well, in their case bowling. Quite another when the batting has crumbled. Now then the batsmen are just waiting, and everyone's just checking their figures. Bucknor would like to know if there is another over to go. Not too sure how they have worked out there's another over to go. But that is chaos. Not even ordered chaos.
Well, how important now is the drop catch off the last ball of the last over?
Of the utmost importance. And was Devon paying full attention to it, knowing that it was supposed to be the last ball of the match? Oh, that is extraordinary. The clock on the board is showing 7:24 now. They got through their overs. A minimum of 15 has been bowled. There'll be no shortage of appeals this over.
Is apparently the 15 overs in the last hour started at 6:24, so the Englishmen had got through their 15 inside the hour, hence the extra one. So that drop catch at mid-off Never mind the earlier drop catch at mid-off of Michael Slater when he was 70-odd. Haven't helped England's cause. Four balls remaining from Tufnell. So, difficult job for the Australian batsmen, who are elated at having retained the Ashes, saved the match. Now suddenly they've got to face another over. That will give them great comfort, knowing now that England have to get a hat-trick.
Again. Extraordinary that the umpire should have allowed everyone to be charging off the field, shaking hands, congratulating one another, saying to the Australians, well done, on the basis of having retained the Ashes.
So now they have saved it, surely. And in fact, they're allowing them to come off now. So Tim May and Shane Warne have saved it for Australia after they had collapsed to 7 for 292, having been none for 208 at one stage. So Australia really does retain the Ashes. They're leading 2-0 in the series with only 2 test matches to play. Terrific performance from Angus Fraser. He picked up 5 wickets. And we've had a very entertaining test match, and not without plenty of drama here at the SCG.
Certainly no shortage of drama, and those 2 Australian batsmen going off now have done a terrific job. Neither better than the other, but they also used their heads out there. Once they got settled in, they decided that each would stay at his own end. And didn't matter which bowlers came on, they were going to stay there and just play. They picked up runs, and they made certain that Craig McDermott and Damien Fleming were not required. Big crowd here every day of this test match. Very good to see. In all, a crowd of something around about 125,000 for the match. And it was a very, very good game. Today, made exciting by that number 2 name there. Michael Slater, 103, caught Tufnell bowl Fraser, and it was Tufnell's catch that turned the game England's way, gave them a big chance. Fraser took his first wicket there, then picked up 4 more, 7 for 344. 113 for Taylor, 103 for Slater, and then the collapse with Fraser dominant in that period. Then Shane Warne 36 and Tim May 10 at the end, 7 for 344.
Fraser's figures there standing out. 5 for 73. He was quite ordinary in his first few spells, but once England had a chance, then Angus Fraser really honed in, bowled beautifully, got the Australian batsman coming forward, catching the edge of the bat, 3 in a row going through to the keeper, and he also picked up Mark Waugh LBW. Good performance from Angus Fraser, but not good enough to go on and win the game for England, as they needed to do to keep the Ashes hopes alive, and also to really give them a chance of getting right back into the series.
Well, around about 15,000 people stayed here. Out of the crowd, we had steady rain. Started off as a light shower, then steady rain. And some terrific performances, not just today, once the rain relented, but on the other days as well. Darren Gough has been named man of the match here. Terrific performance, 51 for him, and then 6 for 49. Shane Warne and Tim May have seen Australia through. For the moment, from the SCG, it's goodbye.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.